Anyways, moving on to the big bad world of Android fuck-ups. We covered the Sony thing in Linux, so we're not going to go into that. But, you know, the good news is they fixed the price on the Xoom. The bad news is they fucked it up more!
I don't know if I buy all of the things that you're linking to us here, but go on. Oh wait.
Okay. It's $800 unsubsidized, which to me does make sense. You know, you have to sign the 30-day contract, but you're signing, and the rumor is if they subsidize it, and Best Buy is supposedly taking pre-orders under this, that it's now $600, which is a little high, but not what the fuck out of the ballpark. You know, it's like, oh, it's high because it's new, but it's not unreasonable with a 2-year contract. And supposedly, you're going to get a free upgrade to LTE whenever it comes out. Now, there's one unverified thing here, and that Verizon's site says it's going to be launching with Flash. And there's several blogosphere rumors that are saying when the Xoom comes out, it's not going to actually have Flash installed.
Yeah, supposedly Flash isn't even ready for Honeycomb yet.
Yeah, and I'm like, I was confused because, you know, I have the blogs saying one thing, blogs and the tweets saying one thing, and the news feeds, and then I have Verizon's page saying with Flash. So I called the Verizon helpless desk. Oh, that was an experience.
That's like talking to a computer anyway.
Yeah, the Verizon helpless desk can't even verify that it cost $800. They know nothing. They're like Manuel from Faulty Towers. I know nothing. I only know what Verizon has told me, and I know nothing. So apparently, every one of us watching this video knows more about the Xoom than anybody at Verizon. That's a scary world right there. It's like...
As far as Flash is concerned, I'm not 100% positive.
At this point,
but
wait, say that again, Leo.
I said we don't really know a whole lot. Most of it is
we know. Well, no. Here's the thing: the $800 price and the $600 price, they're not rumors. They're actual pre-orders going on. They're actual Best Buy ads sanctioned by Verizon. This is really a case of Verizon dropping the ball, that their phone representatives, their customer service people cannot even verify that. It frickin' launches this Thursday, for crying out loud. This week. We're 2 days from launch, and nobody on the phone knows anything about it. Did nobody at Verizon think we're making these press announcements? We're officially stating this stuff. This is Verizon making these press announcements, by the way, in conjunction with Best Buy ads and other things. But this is coming from the high-ups at Verizon. Did nobody at Verizon think maybe we should tell our customer service representatives so when people call Verizon the week before the launch, 2 days before the launch, that our customer service reps are actually saying the same bylines as our press announcements? I'm just saying, you know, it's like... that would make sense. And I know the world should never make sense.
If technology makes sense, that's no fun.
Oh, yeah. You must be confused.
You must confuse the consumers so they buy crap products anyway.
The Flash is the thing that's unconfirmed, because Verizon's official site and an official thing is saying it's going to have Flash. And there's other...
I was going to say the price point was confirmed by the Motorola CEO anyway.
Yeah.
At $799 for the 3G month-to-month or whatever the hell they're doing.
Right.
And
$599.
There's more than likely a Wi-Fi only model that will be $600.
Well, no. If you sign a 2-year contract with Verizon, there's a $200 subsidy. So it drops from $7.99.
There is at least one source that I found that says that there will be a Wi-Fi only version available for $600.
Yeah, there's going to be a Wi-Fi only version for $600, but the 3G version that's going to be upgradable to LTE is if you sign the 2-year contract. And Best Buy is taking pre-orders to this effect. Now, whether or not you're going to be able to do that after the Best Buy pre-order is anybody's guess. But as things stand now, if you're willing to sign a 2-year Verizon contract, you get the $200 subsidy. So the mobile Wi-Fi becomes the same price as the Wi-Fi only one with a 2-year contract. Now, personally, based on these data plans, yeah, a 2-year contract over my dead body.
Yeah.
And I think the whole reason we have the 2-year contract subsidy is because the internet has spent basically the last month bitching. You know, the second the $800 price came out, the internet started bitching. And it's funny when the internet bitches because it's all the internet can talk about. She just bitches. 800. So now we have 600. We need to do that on these data plans.
Complaining works.
Yeah, because these data plans.
How did Bill Clinton say it on The Simpsons?
The one was like, you just complain loud enough and it'll change. The outcome will change or something. Or, yes.
This goes to show you, Lisa, if you complain hard enough, you'll always get what you want. It's a pretty lousy moral.
Yeah, I'm a pretty lousy president. Anyways.
I wasn't going to try and...
Well, that was the line. I'm not getting political here. You're the one who wants to get political.
I just brought up The Simpsons.
I was just quoting what the line was from The Simpsons. They said it, not me. Anyways, for those of you who haven't heard what the data plans are for the Xoom, let me enlighten you.
Run away.
Yeah, run away. Run far away. Verizon, the last bastion of unlimited data, is offering
your smartphone.
Is offering the following data plans for the next generation of tablets. $20 a month will get you 1 gigabyte. Not enough? $35 a month will get you 3 gigabytes. Still not enough? Don't worry. $50 a month will get you 5 gigabytes. And if that's not enough, don't worry. $80 a month will get you 10.
That's per month?
Yes.
Yes.
What are they, high?
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. They fixed the price and made it 10 times worse because to get the $200 subsidy, you have to agree to one of these contracts for 2 years.
Yep. You're better off waiting for the Wi-Fi only model.
You really are. You really, really are.
That's definitely going to be the most popular model anyway. Everybody's going to...
No one wants an extra contract. That's the problem.
Well, but you know what's really bad about this? This makes the iPhone 2 gigabyte data caps at AT&T look cheap. It really does.
Yeah, because they're $25 at most.
Yeah, it's like
you get an extra gig for an extra $10.
And and there's no LTE pricing yet. So now supposedly LTE is going to be a lateral upgrade for all these people, but this device needs an unlimited data plan. It needs an affordable unlimited data plan. I was really hoping the unlimited data was going to be like $50, but based on these prices, if an unlimited data ever exists, it's going to be like $200 a month. It'll be more than your phone bill. It's just... by the way, how much is the MiFi? I have to look. I have to look now.
Crap, what is it? You get it's got a 5 gigabyte cap anyway on it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I do know that.
Okay. See, yeah, it's like this is just an utter fail in mobile pricing. This is This is like the type of pricing you were getting for mobile data back in the late 90s. It's in that league. I mean, it's using modern.
You think Canada was cool?
No, we're talking like when CompuServe was
yeah. But I mean, honestly, when I heard the $600, I'm like, oh, I should probably go buy a Xoom. And then I saw these data plans. I'm like, once again, Verizon has talked somebody who loves Android into running as far away as possible from the Xoom. It's like it's amazing how they keep doing that. It really is.
I could do the cheap one and get all of my mobile off of this thing.
Well, yeah, but then why do you even want to buy the $800 one? Just buy
I'm just going to be buying the Wi-Fi one.
Yeah, I know, but
Verizon is useless, so let them play this game.
Okay, but see, Leo, you, like so many people who are happy with that setup, have a grandfathered in, unlimited AT&T plan.
I don't have AT&T.
What carrier do you have? T-Mobile?
T-Mobile.
Yeah, they have legitimate unlimited data as well as Sprint.
Well, yeah, no, it's more and more. It's we need T-Mobile and Metro to become nationwide networks because they're the only two getting the pricing right. They're not nationwide carriers. They're like a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit, but they have the pricing right. So. T-Mobile works great as long as you never travel. If you ever travel,
I travel worldwide. T-Mobile helps that way.
Because it's GSM.
Yeah.
Because it's GSM and because it's a European company.
Well, okay, see, that's the thing. T-Mobile's great in Europe. Sucks here. Just sucks. There's no other. It's like as soon as you get right outside the T-Mobile area, the whole thing just falls apart. It's not it decays gracefully. It stops working altogether.
Yeah, I was gonna say up where I didn't live up here. We get out of our major population area. You're not gonna get much in the way of either data reception or generic coverage.
Yeah. Well, and honestly, if I don't ever expect that to expand too far out into the rural area. If I'm out in the middle of the hill country, I don't expect that to work. And as a matter of fact, one of the reasons I go out in the middle of nowhere, like the mountains or the hill country, is to get away from the ringing phones. Oh, my phone doesn't work? Praise the makers. It's like I'm happy as
what you pray to.
Yeah.
You can just turn on airplane mode.
Yeah, but see, if I'm out there, it's a valid excuse for just saying fuck everybody. If I'm somewhere where I've turned on airplane mode, I don't have a valid excuse. They know I'm deliberately ignoring them. It's like out there I can claim blissful. No, it wasn't me. It was the network. It's like
yeah, they're not going to discover when you put this information on the internet.
Yeah. Well, everybody knows. But see, out there I'm on vacation. Everybody knows that. It's like I'm on vacation. If you can manage to get a hold of me, good for you. But I'm on vacation. I'm out there to get away from it. I'm not bringing it with me. It's like, but I would like it if they would work along the interstate. Because the reality is T-Mobile doesn't work all along the interstate. Metro doesn't work all along the interstate. It's just, it isn't the case yet. And it really needs to. Because if there's ever a time when I need a valid working mobile phone, it's out in the middle of nowhere on the interstate. I've got in a wreck and my car ain't going anywhere and I have about a day's worth of water. I'd like to be able to phone.
I've never had problems with that on T-Mobile.
I've had the exact opposite experience with T-Mobile, and that it never seems to work. It's like I've gone on road trips where if we had the guy with T-Mobile, and we're like, "Hey, is your phone working today?" Shut up! You've apparently played that game, haven't you?
Yes, I have.
It's so fun, isn't it? They start turning red and like ballooning up, and
you tend to get a lot of "I hate you" and "shut up." And there's a lot of comments and colorful four-letter words that come out of the mouth.
Oh, very much so. It almost becomes that you just have to kind of glance at them and they'll just start spouting them. It's like,
well, it's kind of like what Sprint customers do too.
oh gosh, yeah, that's the other network that, yeah.
They got the pricing right. They just don't have the network coverage.
There's a primary difference with Sprint. All the data stuff, yeah, it's all the stuff we're talking about. But Sprint negotiated access to almost everybody's towers. So the reality is, even if you get off Sprint grid, you can still make a phone call. You can't use any of the advanced Sprint services like data or voicemail or any of these things, but you can still make a phone call. Without having to buy roaming minutes or anything. That's like so...
That's so 90s.
Hello. It's like, okay. Okay. Wrapping up Android, because we're getting up on an hour here. The other strategy AT&T has for losing the iPhone is they're now advertising that they have 4G Android devices.
The Motorola A-Trax.
Yeah, I've already seen the commercials. It's making its way through the blogosphere, and I'm just, that would be absolutely great if, and here's the key if, AT&T would allow tethering, and AT&T would allow unlimited data with tethering. Because without those two features, what's the point? I'm just saying, I have more speed so that I can run out of data quicker. That's like, that's like saying I've turbocharged my small gas tank car with 8 turbos. So now I get 1 foot to the gallon. It's like...
But, what a foot.
Yeah.
Well, you know what a lot of these data plans and stuff remind me, these data caps and stuff remind me of is, remember back in the early 90s when the internet first started to get really, really big, for the generic consumer, was the hour count for like AOL, CompuServe.
Yeah, they tried to turn data into minutes, and I remember that all but killed the internet for about 4 years. We went from the internet is the future to the internet is on hold until people can afford it. And then we had the infrastructures get built out in the late 90s and early aughts, where we threw that god-awful business model out the window, was when we had the tech boom and the internet actually took off.
They're like, maybe people don't want to be limited on their information.
Yeah. And honestly, that's what we're desperately waiting on mobile data. And until that happens, it really is a gimmick. Because there's all these services, there's cloud computing, there's software there's plenty of software as a service companies, which probably won't wind up anywhere in the iOS ecosystem because Apple hates them. But there's plenty of things. There are seedling future multi-billion-dollar industries that are just waiting on the telecoms to get the hell out of the way. Take your cut and get the hell out of the way. And that when that will happen, but these things will not happen as long as we have this bullshit going on. They need to adopt the same solution we adopted for broadband, which is we have a pipe this big, so we've broke it into this many pieces, and a piece costs this much. That's what the cable companies do. That's what the DSLs do. It's like, our pipe is this big. We can give you this much speed. It's unmetered. It's not unlimited.
Asking them to behave like the cable companies.
I should rephrase that, shouldn't I?
You might want it.
I just might want it, but you know what I mean.
I know what you mean.
That's the model they need to adopt. If their infrastructure can only handle 128K, their infrastructure can only handle 128K. If it can handle 2 megs, it can handle 2 megs. Whatever it can actually handle, sell me that. Don't sell me on, oh, well, we're going to give you DSL speeds, but our infrastructure can't support it, so we're going to cap you at the data you use in a day. Have fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because that's going to really suck for people who stream a lot of media.
Well, no. That's the thing. The future we're going towards as soon as this gets the hell out of the way is you'll be doing more and more stuff over IP protocols. You know, the reality is more and more people are listening to things like Pandora on their daily commute than their actual radio stations.
Yep.
But if you actually look at the quality for a decent audio stream and the data usage, the reality is the average user could eat up their 2 gig limit with a good quality audio stream. If they have an hour commute each way, they would eat that up in their daily commute. They wouldn't have any data left for VoIP calls or downloading content or anything else. It's too small. It's not enough. It needs to be at a minimum 50 gig, preferably 150. And it needs to just be, this is the speed we can give you. Which means you can't be doing Pandora and a VoIP call and streaming a YouTube video all at the same time, because the pipe isn't big enough.
And see, that's what I think these pricings aren't realistic about, is that they're getting too much in the way. You know, they still want to control all the pipeline, and people are they're gonna have to realize that people want content when they want it, but they're not willing to pay stupid pricing.
Yeah, it's just that, no, what I really think these caps are about, and I've said this several times, and we really need to get an antitrust investigation going on this, because if you'll notice, AT&T, all the telecoms have decided they want to compete in this arena. Like, they're coming up with their own counterparts. Like, AT&T has Ustream, Verizon has their own streaming TV thing, and yada yada yada. It's like, interestingly enough, their service doesn't count against the data caps.
Because you have to pay on top of, at least in Verizon, for I'm assuming you mean Vcast, their video stuff.
And it's the same thing with your Ustream DVR thing, streamed to your AT&T devices and so forth. And it's one of those things, I'm like, this is using data, this is overloading their network. Oh, well, we don't count that data. I'm like, that's directly anti-competition. It's saying, no, only our products here, nobody else's. Everybody else's products are bad. Ours are good. It's like, even though they do less. So.
Yep. And you don't really own them.
Well, that's a different topic altogether. Will you lease the future, or will you actually own anything? I don't think we're going to own anything coming very soon. We're just going to lease for the rest of our lives. Oh, I'm sorry, sir, but your Social Security doesn't cover leasing. You'll die. You can't lease your body anymore. I'm sorry. Would you like to be Soylent Green?
The government doesn't let you lease your body anymore. You must get married. No, but we can't lease you. We have to lease you the land. So your Social Security that you built up is going to go pay for the lot.
Okay, we've gotten into really deranged territory now. Anything else we want to cover, or do we just want to kind of trail off there?
We can trail off there.
Maybe just punctuate this video with the fact that starting about an hour ago now, Gingerbread is rolling out to the Nexus One.
Yeah, but
I'm excited.
Yeah, and I'm sure Tiny is too. he'll start going nuts about it. He probably doesn't know about it yet. He'll find out about it.
Soon enough.
Anyways, okay. Anything else, or we want to just tie off there?
All good.
I already punctuated this.
You already punctuated. That's right.
Punctuated.
We'll just end it there.